Autophiles, we've only got like, I don't know, maybe half an hour of battery.
Okay.
So we have to speed through this review.
Run!
So, night review, again, at night, Proton Saga 1.3. Like, I think the last time we were in the Saga, we were discussing the tax-free prices.
Oh, okay.
And then we did a review also. And we were also in Bangsa, the same road.
Same thing lah. Again and again. Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
Yeah, man. No, 5,000 subscribers!
5,000 subscribers!
Is this the first post GD Saga?
It's the first post GD Saga, yes.
Okay.
But it's not the first post GD
product. No, of course.
So I think in the Iris video we discussed how GD likes to divide their teams.
Okay.
So Iris team do whatever you want, Persona team do whatever you want, Saga team whatever you want. Here's your price target.
Right.
If you can come up with a formula to do it, you have responsibility. The Saga team did their own thing, Iris team did their own thing.
Yeah.
I prefer how they did the Saga.
It's more conservative though.
It is,
it's more
I mean,
conservative.
this is the cheapest Proton you can buy, you know?
Overall impression, it's recognizable as the same car. They didn't do much to change it, which I think is a good thing because the car is actually quite good looking. I think we talked about how the ducktail and whatnot and the past. It is an okay looking car. It's not ugly.
The proportions we spoke about before.
Yeah.
For A segment sedan to get the proportions pretty well.
Right.
It's
not easy. Yeah.
It's not easy. Yeah.
It's not easy. I think they did well. But overall they didn't change much. I think the light cluster also never changed.
I would say, like I noted in my first impressions video, it's so many little things that really, I think, add up to a car that feels so much better.
To be honest, this does not suck lah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you don't feel like you're getting a cheap car.
Yeah.
You're not getting the cheapest sedan in Malaysia. Even though that's what it is.
There's nothing to complain about. In fact, it feels quite prestigious. Like, you know, it does everything it's supposed to do well. It is refined and wow, modern. So yeah, I can't complain, man. First impression is quite good. Say what you want about Proton, but I think they've bucked up a little bit. Performance. Biggest change. What are the changes? It's still the same engine, right?
Still the same 1.3 VVT engine, but they changed. And this is my favorite part. They went from the Punch CVT to a 4-speed auto from Hyundai. Yeah. So this is the same gearbox that goes in the Picanto, but tuned by Proton. Right. So in the Picanto, it has D and then 3, 2, 1, I think. So you can individually select which gears you want.
Over here?
Here it's just D and
S,
spot mode. So in S, it doesn't go into 4th gear. It only goes 1, 2, 3. Okay. And it's alright. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's sufficient for a car of this class. Yeah, what I really like is, unlike the CVT, there's no weird characteristic. There's no perceivable engagement of the
weird clutch that you feel in the Iris.
Yes. Right? Yeah. Like this is just, I mean, we commented in the Picanto that the gearbox is just right. Right. And putting it here in a car that people are just, budget oriented, they don't care about, whether it's gonna be, sporty or extremely fuel efficient. It just works. Yeah. I think that's perfect.
This is a good thing, man. Going for an automatic, keep it simple, keep it straightforward. I think that's the right move. Performance-wise, well, of course, I wish the engine was a bit more powerful. I mean, climbing that hill just now, you can hear it working quite hard. Yeah. But it's not coarse. Yeah, it's not particularly rough. Yeah. It doesn't have funny characteristics. I do wish it is a little bit more powerful, of course. But well,
at least it's not a 3-cylinder.
Yeah, at least you're getting a 4-cylinder. I have only one complaint lah. They could have tuned the steering a little bit more.
Yeah, same. My complaint is the steering.
The steering feel is a little bit deaf, I would say. Deaf. And sometimes a bit bordering on dangerous because the angle is just a bit funny, isn't it? Especially
it's actually
when it's fast.
It's not straight.
Yeah.
It's not aligned. My friend pointed this out to me. If you put your hand straight, it doesn't line up with the steering wheel. The steering wheel is slightly off to the left.
A little bit lah. Yeah. A little bit.
It is a very odd design.
Well, if you can live with Italian cars, they have these kind of quirks. Proton has
passionate car companies have all these quirks.
They're too busy, tuning the handling. They forgot to measure. So that was performance. Overall, I would give it a 3 out of 5.
It's really not bad. And considering it's an A segment car, I've taken it on the highway to Ipoh. I've got no complaints.
Looks, I think we've talked about the Saga because for A segment car, I think I mean, looking like this is amazing on the outside.
Yeah.
Or originally, even from Proton, it's amazing.
Yeah. And now it's got those bigger rims, I think 15 inch.
Okay, I didn't notice that actually.
It blatantly copied Mercedes-Benz design. As in the rim. They just, I mean, they modify a little bit because it's a 5 kind of spoke thing.
Yeah.
On the Mercedes, it looks okay because it's like each lug nut has a twin spoke. But on this, because there's only 4 lug nuts, so when they meet, the 5 spokes come like one of them is going in a bit, one is like half. So, but when you zoom out and you look at the car, it's a good looking car.
Okay.
And then even the tailpipe, the little garnish for the exhaust pipe.
Oh, I like that. It's
nice, but it's a Mercedes-Benz feature.
Oh yeah, you're right. But I think it's tidied up to me.
It's well done.
You look at Proton Perdana, freaking untidy, man. It's like a shoddy job. But this one, the chrome, it's very Mercedes actually. At the bottom, chroming at the bottom. It's very 2015 Mercedes.
Yeah.
The front, I think they've increased the size of the daytime running lights.
It's on the bumper now.
And it's quite big. And it's very bright.
I don't even think they had daytime running lights before.
Oh, okay, so they added it in.
I think they added it.
Okay.
The bumper is different, the grille is different.
Right.
The back Proton is spelled out. And the best part is, even though the car is so small, everything works.
Oh yeah.
This is we talked about it in the previous review. Look at how small these switches are.
It's very small.
They just changed the color, changed the layout a bit, and the car looks decent.
Yeah, it's decent, man. And this color matches that. Cool.
Yeah.
But the biggest change is on the inside, isn't it?
Yes.
In the past, the Saga has this horrible dashboard that, you would like to forget, but you can't because it's just so bad. Yeah. But now, they went modern. I don't personally like this trend of this floating floating instrument display, whatever you call it. But I have to say, it really updated the entire interior significantly.
Yeah.
When you have it, because we're used to a lot more expensive cars, so we can complain, but we realize that when you don't have this in a cheap car, it does reminds you that
it's a cheap car. Yeah.
It's quite well done, to be honest. But this is very Chinese.
I mean, you only on the lights when you need them to be on.
And when we're shooting.
Yeah, but it works.
Yeah, it does.
It's very bright.
It's very bright and it's very white. It's literally white. It's very Chinese.
It's LED made to imitate fluorescent white.
Yes. And I think the Chinese people, they really like that kind of very bright white color lights, which is not very comfortable, but utilitarian wise is extremely useful because it's bright. A lot of time when you turn on this light, it barely makes a difference in more expensive cars, right?
You can't still can't see anything.
It makes no difference. So I mean the car has improved a lot in terms of looks, man. I would give this car a 4 out of 5. For its design.
Even the seats, man.
We forgot to talk about the seats.
Like this is something like Volvo would put in their XC40.
Right.
On their.
The material feels tougher.
Yeah, it's denim. It's a kind of denim.
Yeah, and the sponge feels solid.
Firm.
Firm.
But I feel it's still a bit small. The same complaint as before. The car is small.
You grow fatter. Yeah, I mean it is a small car lah. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I mean in a Mini also is this small lah.
And even in a Picanto is this small.
Yeah, is this small. Yeah. But I do wish lah. I mean give me a bit of a foldable hand rest. I think.
That would be nice.
Without which I feel very uncomfortable. At least the driver because most of the time, if you buy this kind of car for Grab purposes, you'll be sitting in here 10 hours, 12 hours a day. But is that a start button?
No,
they didn't give you a start button. 4 out of 5. What's your score, man?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. But of course, the steering wheel, I feel it can be reduced.
The steering wheel is still not comfortable at all. It's very hard.
Yeah. Hard molded plastic, and then this thing is
off center,
off center, and too chunky lah.
And the parts that they didn't bother changing, which I think maybe they should have changed, like the switch gear around the signal stocks.
Right.
I feel like hitting the signal line on it just doesn't feel very nice. But it's
I'm not going to complain about that. I'm going to give it a pass. This is not a C segment.
Okay.
It's
still there, like
but the steering could be improved, I mean, steering feel is something you feel every day.
Every day, yeah. The cheap plastics from the gear knob gone.
Hey, but it's soft,
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
This is from the Persona.
It has grip, grip, and it's soft.
Yeah.
It feels like a Nissan from like 90s. This is perfect for grabbing. Grabbing. What the hell was that? Okay, value.
Better look at what the price is.
Okay, let's play Guess the Price.
Okay, you guess the price. I'll actually look up the price.
A segment, it's A segment.
A segment. For context,
mesti ada context
Axia is...
Don't lah give me context. Kalau kau bagi I context ni
you akan terkeliru.
Okay lah, I know lah, A segment should never exceed 40,000. Let's put it this way.
No, they often do.
I would say this is what, 43?
Standard manual. There's the standard automatic and then the premium automatic. This one you say...
I would say it's 43 lah.
43.
Yeah.
This starts at 39,800.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Right?
It doesn't hit 40, right?
No.
Yeah, that I think they really try to
and they added stability control.
Oh wow, not bad. So they really try to make sure that the price is below 40. Yeah.
That was their whole objective.
I think that was quite good, quite responsible.
They lowered their price compared to the previous Saga.
Yeah.
They added a new gearbox.
Right. And then they tidied up the whole car.
They added stability control.
Yeah.
They tidied up the whole design.
Yeah.
And they brought the price down.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And the suspension is good, I just realized, we're quite heavy people. Together, I think we added almost 200 kg.
Touching 200.
I know, it's 200. Yeah, we added together. We added almost 200 kg onto a car that is supposed to weigh like a ton. That's like 20% of.
We went up one segment. We both jump into different cars every day.
Yeah.
And you can feel immediately that this car is a car that has sorted itself out.
Correct. Yeah, it's not completely vague, not completely soft. Chassis feels, solid enough, man. The chassis feels solid enough to take that, suspension setting. So I think it's really well sorted lah.
I still think the steering in here is a little bit off.
Yes, definitely. The only performance complaint here is the steering feel. It is vague, bordering on sometimes.
Because even me as a passenger, I can see like your inputs are not matching what the car is doing.
And there is a lot of input, I noticed. Especially at higher speed.
Yeah, a lot of corrections.
Yes, a lot of corrections. But but it's still better than a lot of Pro doors. So a value 39k.
To get
man.
This, man.
Yeah, man.
Get all this is
how much a month? 39k.
If let's say 9 years, 400 plus.
Don't go 7.
7 will be like
600 plus. Okay, grabbable.
Yeah.
No, grabbable. Can make money. Value wise, I would say it's a 4 or 5, man.
Yeah. But I think it's more than that.
6 out of 5? Well, overall, very competent, very good score. 4, averages about 4 out of 5 for everything. Highly recommend from Autophiles. Proton is doing well nowadays. This company has turned around and topped up.
Oh, battery's up. Okay, see you.
Signing out, Autophiles. No. Look at this. This is the most Chinese color.
This is the first night review we're doing where we don't need to turn on our phones or anything.
Yeah, man.
Even I am illuminated. So good. China, number 1.
Yeah. In China, when they say white, they literally mean white. Right? So when you ask for white light, in Malaysia we're not used to white lights at home or whatever, right? But in China, they are okay with this kind of colors.